Hi, this is Naisha from Glam Slim and Body Contouring Supplies. Today I am doing anti-aging and I am using the SShape Machine Mini. Some of the products that I'm going to be using today is our radio frequency glycerin from Body Contouring Supplies, our Glycolic exfoliating wash. We're going to use our 5D face and butt serum, and we are going to use Gluteox by our Meso. And I am going to start with cleansing. We are going to do electroporation, radio frequency suction, and we are also going to do red light therapy. All right, thank you for watching. Step one, I am going to use the Glycolic exfoliating wash. I have about that much. I'm gonna have her bring her head up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. And I'm gonna scrub and massage, circular motions going upwards. Okay, she is clean. Okay, so I wiped away the glycolic acid exfoliating wash, and now I just have a hot steamy towel, and I'm just gonna clean up any residue from my product. So now her face is nice and clean, and the glycolic acid wash takes off a nice layer of the skin, but it's not too much of a chemical that it's going to be harmful or burn the skin. So it's a nice, gentle exfoliation of the skin. I also use this product when I'm prepping for my mesotherapy services. I use it even prepping for my hair rejuvenation services. Then I'm gonna get some cotton balls just to cover her eyes. And we are gonna now use our radio frequency glycerin. And now I'm gonna do RF skin tightening to lift her skin and produce new collagen and elastin. I'm gonna place a thin layer over our whole treatment area. I always do a little bit of the neck. One of the places you can really tell when a woman ages is the neck. I'm actually gonna wet these cotton balls. I'll be right back. What's nice about using the SShape machine for your anti-aging as opposed to other machines is that you can do some lymphatic drainage and skin tightening at the same time. So today, for demonstration purposes, I'm going to do 10 minutes on our client because she's actually pretty young. She doesn't need too much anti-aging. Her skin's nice. Little lymphatic drainage will be beneficial for her. Help with your sinuses, your immune system, and just tighten that skin up. So we're going to do 10 minutes. But usually in a studio, if I'm selling this as a service, my radio frequency, I would do a minimum of 20 minutes, maximum 30 minutes. That would just kind of depend on what you think your client needs. And here we go. And you always want to work upwards because we are trying to defy gravity. I'm actually going to give her a little more pressure. I have this on the very low suction with no release. I like to be my own release. You want it to feel like a little kiss, but you definitely don't want it to be painful for your client. We're working up. And cotton balls don't want to stay on. I've had clients cancel Botox procedures and fillers from getting this treatment regularly. So it definitely works. I have my RF at about 6. I don't want it to get too uncomfortable. On the body, I usually do my RF at 10, but on the face, you want it to be kind of comfortable. So I'm using 6, level 6. Very low pressure, just enough to feel a little kiss, hear a little kiss. I don't know if you can hear that with the machine going. And you want to go from that neck and chin. Usually this is actually, when you do this, it's a little bit of a chin reduction too. Your clients will definitely appreciate that. You see how I just work up, making sure I'm getting every part of her face, especially focusing on the areas. Now we know our clients that are aging, typically those smile lines around the mouth are what we want to focus on. A lot of like the crow's feet around the eye. If you're doing anything underneath the eye, you always want to work inwards, never outwards around the eye. If you work outwards around the eye, see, just bringing it in, never pulling back out. If you work outwards around the eye, you will actually be creating a bag. We don't want to create anything. We want to get rid of everything. Pulling everything up, defying gravity. This is anti-aging using the SShape machine. Today I'm using the SShape Mini. It doesn't matter which machine, as long as your machine has the RF suction face tool. You could also use this with your 6-in-1 using your tripolar, bipolar, or quadpolar probe. You wouldn't have the suction, but you can just do the RF going upwards. I really like bipolar probes. Those are really nice to get underneath the eye. As you can see, I'm just working up constantly on her target zones. One thing about working on African-American clients, this is really great for because they don't typically wrinkle as much, you sag and droop. So this lymphatic drainage and radio frequency is going to help stop the sagging and drooping. How often should your client do this treatment? Once a week for 6 weeks. After they attain the results they want, they need to come once a month for maintenance. Results are permanent with maintenance and good skincare regimen. They also need to start taking a collagen a collagen product, I prefer liquid collagen. And your client needs to take the liquid collagen at night because the body absorbs the collagen better at night than it does in the daytime. So those who are doing smoothies in the morning should probably switch to a liquid collagen and take 2 tablespoons at night for better results. Once again, I'm doing RF suction using radio frequency glycerin from body contouring supplies. The glycerin from body contouring supplies is infused with hyaluronic acid. So as I'm doing this, my glycerin is protecting the skin from the heat of the RF, but I'm also infusing hyaluronic acid into her skin as I'm doing her RF suction. And we're getting our lymphatic drainage, skin tightening, and infusion of hyaluronic acid all as we are doing this. The demo, I'm doing 10 minutes, but I recommend 20 to 30 minutes, depending on your client's treatment plan. She's doing a really good job staying still. It's important that you ask your client to stay still. They want to help you and move their mouth and move their eyes and turn to the side. It's nice if they just let you work around the problem areas. This should be very relaxing for your client. The suction should not hurt. One thing I always say, never use any type of suction on anybody without checking it on yourself first. People always ask me, what's a set number? I feel like there's no set number because all skin is different. I typically work on 1 or 2 with no release, and I adjust my pressure until it feels comfortable to me and my client. All right, we're down to our final minute. After this, I am going to use our exfoliating wash and cleanse her skin again because I want to cleanse the glycerin away. I don't want any residue from the glycerin. And then we will prep for mesotherapy. Okay, so I have cleansed the glycolic acid wash the second time using it to get rid of the radio frequency glycerin, so there's no residue from that. I'm just using a hot towel to wipe it away. As you can see, I wipe up. Like I said, you always want to do everything going up to defy gravity, even when cleansing at home, everything up. We are trying to fight gravity. Okay, so for this anti-aging, I'm going to use 2 serums. I use our Meso brand products. I'm going to use Gluteo because Gluteo is a lifter. It contains hyaluronic acid. It contains sodium pyruvate, which helps skin adhere to muscle. It contains vitamin C, which is a plumper and an anti-aging element. It contains DMA, which is anti-wrinkle, and it contains organic silica, which is anti-wrinkle. So for our face, we are not going to need a whole bottle. So I'm going to use insulin needles. You want to turn your bottle upside down, push the air in, and slowly release the product into your needle. This is what you do if you do not want to, if you want to save your bottle. And so for anti-aging, we're not going to need a whole bottle of product. We're just going to need three cc's should be fine. So I'm going to do 3 needles. I'm doing 2 cc's of Gluteo. I'm going to add 1 cc of Messovit. Messovit is a nourisher. So anyone who's dealing with illness, like going through chemo, or just wants to be revitalized, maybe you went out drinking or something and you just feel dead in the face. Messovit's going to revitalize your skin. So I'm going to do 1 vial of Messovit to nourish her skin. Let your clients know that you're not injecting them. When they see you with the insulin needles, they'll get a little afraid. So I have our electroporation tool. Another great thing about the SShape machine is that it has EMS, a little electric muscle stimulation. So it's going to help with the, the chin and adhering the muscle to the skin. A lot of people can't take the energy. It is a lot of energy. So right now I just have my EMS on 1 and I have my Electroporation on 7. And hopefully that'll be comfortable for my client. If it's not, she'll just let me know. So we will proceed and have her bring her head all the way back. And I'm just going to place a couple of drops on the chin area and just work up. How does that feel? It's good. You feel like you could take more? Mm-hmm. She can take a little bit more. So I'm going to kick my EMS up just a little bit because I really want her to get those benefits. How's that? Okay, so I just kicked it up to 3. I'm going to keep it right there. Now, as far as electroporation, there is no time. You do your electroporation until your product absorbs. I like to do vertical, horizontal, and circle, circle. Electroporation opens up the channels of the skin so that the product can absorb into the dermal layer of the skin. I call this an electronic injection. Okay. I'm going to go on to her cheek. Go circle, circle, horizontal, vertical, vertical. You'll know when it's dry, when the skin does not appear glossy anymore, or you cannot easily glide your probe. Once it's kind of hard to glide your probe, you know that it's absorbed. All right, I'm gonna do her lower chin. And I use just a few drops. I wanna make sure it's nice and saturated. I don't wanna do so little bit of drops that it takes all day for the absorption of the electroporation. I'm gonna have her just turn ever so slightly to this other cheek. And this is hydrating and nourishing her skin. Move on to the middle of the eye. I'm going to do the forehead. If you want to get under the eye and not make a mess, just place a cotton ball under their eye and do your drops. Then get your machine. And remember, we always want to work inward around the under eye. If you're dealing with dark circles under the eye, then you probably want to treat the under eye with vitamin C by our Meso. Also, she is treated with Messovit for nourishing. Now, we want to lift everything up. We already lifted with our RF suction and our glycerin, but I want to go in with Gluteo. That's going to help treat wrinkles and bring the face upward. So I'm going to just start this whole application all over again. I typically like to do my electroporation 3 times. So that's why I have 3 needles. So I'll go over the treatment area 3 times. Horizontal, vertical, circle, circle. Okay, and I'm going to do now my 3rd application. Okay, and that is our anti-aging. We did RF suction, a nice deep exfoliation, and we did electroporation injection. See, everything is dried in. So my last and final step is 15 minutes of red light therapy, and that's just going to kind of bake all of these wonderful ingredients into her skin. I'll have her put on sunglasses. These are like your LED light protection glasses from your teeth whitening procedure. We have our red therapy cap. This is nice because it'll give us the red light we need for our skin. Also helps with a little chin reduction. So just have her keep her eyes closed and she'll do her red light therapy for 15 minutes. While she's doing that, I'm going to sanitize all my equipment and then her treatment will be done. So thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, you can reach me directly. Usually people just text me. My phone number, 206-772-1768. And so with my red therapy cap, just gonna push the button. If I push the button once, I hold it down. Push the button once is 15 minutes. Twice is 30 minutes. 3 times is 45 minutes. So we got her set for 15 minutes. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know if you have any questions. All the products used can be found at www.bodycontouring.supplies.com. If you're interested in more body contouring, anti-aging, lymphatic drainage, and even some hair restoration training, you can view my website at www.glamslim.net. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Okay, so our client completed her 15 minutes of red light therapy. Our last and final step is to send her home with our face and butt serum. This is just a mixture of hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, which causes plumping, and we have lastly our arginine, which is similar to Botox. It causes muscle contractions of the face, which will help our client remain the youthfulness we just gave them from our treatment. So this is something you want to retail to them for daily use before their makeup, anytime they wash their face. It's going to help keep the skin lifted and youthful. I've had people that use this regularly. People have thought they had Botox because of the arginine contraction that it produces with the muscle. So that is the end of our anti-aging treatment using the SShape machine. Thanks again.